Welcome to Extruded by the Bible, where we explore deep biblical truths, current events, and the evidence of God's handiwork in our world. Today, we're delving into one of the most fundamental questions of our existence. Does the universe point to a creator? Many scientists argue that life in the cosmos can be explained through natural processes. Still, many scholars believe that the complexity we see points to an intelligent designer. We'll examine this through biology, cosmology, and physics. So, let's get started. Let's look at the case from the point of view of biology. The complexity of biological systems has baffled scientists for decades. The famous microbiologist Michael Behe, in his book Darwin's Black Box, introduces the concept of irreducible complexity. He argues that certain biological structures, like the bacterial flagellum, a microscopic outboard motor, are so intricate that they could not have evolved through gradual mutations. Behe states, irreducibly complex systems are strong evidence for intelligent design because they have no functional precursors in evolution. Another compelling argument is the digital coding found in DNA. Molecular biologist Francis Collins, author of The Language of God, once an atheist, became a Christian after studying the instructions in DNA. In his book, The Language of God, he wrote, DNA is like a software program, only much more complex than anything we've ever devised. Wouldn't you say this aligns with Psalm 139:14? There, David declares, I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. Next, let's look at the case from the point of view of cosmology. Let's look at the universe itself. The Big Bang Theory suggests that the universe had a beginning. This raises an important question. What caused the universe to come into existence? The concept of the Kalam cosmological argument, popularized by philosopher William Lane Craig, Reasonable Faith, states, whatever begins to exist has a cause. The universe began to exist. Therefore, the universe has a cause. And what about physicist Paul Davies in The Goldilocks Enigma? In that writing, he acknowledges the following. The laws of physics seem themselves to be the product of exceedingly ingenious design. And the Bible affirms this in Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Can you see it? Amazing, right? Furthermore, the universe is fine-tuned for life. Constants like gravity and the expansion rate of the universe are so precisely balanced that even a slight variation would render life impossible. We could even mention the famous scientist Stephen Hawking, who admitted, the remarkable fact is that the values of these numbers seem to have been very finely adjusted to make possible the development of life. This echoes Isaiah 45:18. For thus saith the Lord that created the heavens, God himself that formed the earth and made it. He hath established it. He created it not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited. Finally, let's look at the case from the point of view of physics. Physical sciences also support the case for intelligent design. One of the most striking pieces of evidence comes from the second law of thermodynamics, which states that the universe is moving toward disorder. If naturalistic processes were solely responsible, we would expect a lifeless, chaotic universe, not one that supports order and life. Physicist John D. Barrow and mathematician Frank J. Tipler in the Anthropic Cosmological Principle note, there exists a set of constants in physics that appear to be finely tuned to permit the development of life. And in the scriptures, we have Job 38:4-5, where God challenges Job, where wast thou when I laid the foundations of the earth? Declare if thou hast understanding. Who hath laid the measures thereof, if thou knowest? Or who hath stretched the line upon it? If the laws of physics had no origin in a divine creator, why do they follow precise, intelligible order? Some skeptics argue that the appearance of design is just an illusion. However, as the evidence shows, life and the universe bear the hallmarks of intentionality. Romans 1:20 makes it clear. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. Modern science has revealed a universe that is finely tuned, information rich, and dependent on laws that make life possible. The best explanation? An intelligent designer. The real question is not whether God exists. It is whether we will acknowledge the evidence all around us. Thank you for joining me today on Extruded by the Bible. If you found this episode insightful, be sure to subscribe, like, and share. Leave a comment below. Do you think science points to a creator? Let's discuss. Until next time, remember, the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Psalm 19, verse 1. God bless.